saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president.
You're like, wait a second, like, come on, man, this is too.
Buckle up, folks, because today we're diving headfirst into a whirlwind of controversy. Whoopi Goldberg, the outspoken host of The View, has landed herself in scalding hot water, facing a jaw-dropping $80 million lawsuit. And why, you ask? For daring to cross the line with her comments about none other than Elon Musk. Yes, the self-proclaimed queen of keeping it real has been served a hefty slice of legal reality. But let's be honest, was this just a case of someone speaking their mind? Or did Whoopi step into a minefield she couldn't navigate? The backlash has been fierce, the stakes astronomical, and her response? Well, let's just say it's a must-watch moment. So, what exactly did Whoopi say that triggered this legal battle of epic proportions? Is Elon Musk striking back with the full force of his billionaire power? Or is this lawsuit an overreaction? We're breaking it all down, unfiltered, unapologetic, and with all the details you didn't know you needed. Stay tuned, because things are about to get messy. Elon Musk isn't just clapping back, he's taking serious legal action. The billionaire CEO of Tesla and SpaceX has officially slapped Whoopi Goldberg and the hosts of The View with a colossal $80 million lawsuit, accusing them of defamation and intentional misinformation. This legal firestorm erupted after Goldberg aired remarks suggesting that Musk and JD Vance were allegedly plotting some sinister scheme to manipulate government control if former President Donald Trump were removed from office. That's right. She practically painted Musk as a shadowy mastermind, weaving conspiracy theories on national television. Now Musk isn't letting this slide. He claims Goldberg's reckless accusations weren't just baseless. They were outright damaging to his reputation, character, and public image. According to Musk, her comments were more than just irresponsible chatter. They were a calculated spread of lies, designed to misrepresent his intentions and stir unnecessary controversy. This lawsuit has sent shockwaves rippling through the media world, igniting fiery debates over free speech, accountability, and the ethical boundaries of talk show hosts who think they can say whatever they want without consequence. So, is this a billionaire's power play to protect his image, or a much-needed check on the media's free pass to defame? Stick around as we unpack the drama, dissect the allegations, and dive deep into this explosive courtroom showdown.
Because I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president. I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president.
Yeah.
I called him president because I don't know what JD is doing. I hardly ever say. I don't remember the last time we even talked about JD.
You're right. He's planning the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
So you think it's Musk Vance?
Possible.
Elon Musk's $80 million lawsuit isn't just about defending his name. It's a bold strike against what many of his supporters see as a biased media machine running unchecked. For Musk's allies, this legal battle represents a stand against misinformation and reckless reporting. But of course, critics are spinning it differently, calling it nothing more than a billionaire's heavy-handed attempt to silence dissent. Let's not sugarcoat it. This high-stakes case could change everything. The outcome might set a precedent for how public figures combat media defamation moving forward. Musk's message is crystal clear. He's done tolerating baseless accusations and is ready to challenge the mainstream narratives that, in his view, are crafted to tear him down. At the heart of this legal clash are some damning allegations. According to Musk's lawsuit, Whoopi Goldberg and her co-hosts on The View accused him and JD Vance of scheming to seize government control through secretive plans, an outrageous claim that Musk asserts is rooted in nothing but pure fiction. He's not holding back, calling their statements malicious and intentionally designed to destroy his reputation. But that's not all. Musk's legal team is hammering home the point that these allegations were not just reckless. They were outright defamatory and aimed at misleading viewers while deepening public distrust. The lawsuit emphasizes that statements like these, made on platforms with millions of viewers, don't just tarnish reputations. They fuel division and incite unnecessary fear. And here's the kicker. Musk isn't just suing for himself. He's making a broader statement, arguing that media outlets and public figures should be held to far higher standards of accountability. Why? Because careless accusations like these can ripple through society, creating chaos far beyond the TV screen. His supporters couldn't agree more. They're applauding this lawsuit as a necessary wake-up call for celebrities and TV personalities who think they can throw around allegations without a shred of evidence. But, as always, there's pushback. Critics are crying foul, accusing Musk of trying to stifle free speech and suppress criticism. So, what's the truth here? Is Musk defending himself and calling for responsibility? Or is this a billionaire flexing his power to silence the opposition? Stick around, because this lawsuit isn't just about Whoopi or Musk. It's about where the line between free speech and accountability gets drawn.
But when you have deliberate, concerted, repeated pushing of hoaxes, you're like, wait a second, like, come on, man, this is too far.
And you're supposed to be the good guys.
You're supposed to, and you claim to be the good guys? I'm like, exactly.
You're supposed to be the progressives.
Yes, the Dems are like, oh, we're the good guys. We're the honest people. No, hang on. You can't claim to be the good guys. You can't claim to be the honest people. If you're deliberately pushing hoaxes that have been debunked thoroughly.
Yeah. Well,
we're like even Snopes, which is a liberal thing, says it's bogus.
Yeah.
Like the Fine People hoax.
Obama just said that on stage.
Regardless of where you stand on Elon Musk's motives, one thing is undeniable. This lawsuit has thrown a spotlight on the ever-growing tension between media freedom and personal accountability. It's not just about Whoopi Goldberg or The View. It's about the very foundation of truth, responsibility, and fairness in public discourse. Musk's legal move has struck a chord with many, particularly his fans and critics of mainstream media. To them, this isn't just a lawsuit. It's a necessary stand against the unchecked spread of misinformation. Social media has erupted in support, with hashtags like Chachi, Support Elon, and Cancel The View taking over timelines. The message is loud and clear. People are fed up with sensationalism disguised as journalism. Supporters argue that The View has a long track record of making inflammatory, baseless claims about public figures. For them, Musk's lawsuit is a long overdue reckoning, a move to finally hold media giants accountable for their reckless disregard for truth. Comments on Musk's social media posts are flooded with viewers expressing frustration at how mainstream outlets prioritize ratings over facts. But this isn't just about taking on a TV show. Musk's actions are being framed as part of his broader advocacy for free speech, transparency, and fairness in media narratives. His supporters insist that this isn't an attack on dissenting voices. It's about restoring ethical standards in journalism. Of course, not everyone is cheering him on. Critics and skeptics warn that Musk's immense wealth and influence could intimidate critics and suppress opposing viewpoints. To them, this lawsuit raises questions about the balance of power and the potential chilling effects on free expression. Still, Musk's fans remain unwavering, pointing out that this isn't about silencing anyone. It's about setting a precedent, a bold statement that media outlets should no longer get away with spreading falsehoods without consequence. For now, the case has sparked a firestorm of debates. What is the role of the media in shaping public opinion? Where should the line be drawn between freedom of expression and accountability? And most importantly, how do influential hosts like Goldberg balance their platform with the responsibility to report the truth? This legal battle isn't just a courtroom drama. It's a defining moment in the ongoing war between power, media, and the fight for credibility. Stay tuned, because this case is far from over, and the ripples it creates could redefine the media landscape as we know it.
The thing about this show, there is no way not to step in poo.
The View has long been a magnet for criticism, and Elon Musk's lawsuit has only fanned the flames. For years, the show has faced accusations of trading in sensationalism rather than factual reporting. Critics argue that the hosts routinely prioritize inflammatory opinions over credible discussions, using high-profile targets to boost ratings. And Musk? He's not the first, but he's certainly the loudest to push back. Musk's lawsuit underscores what many see as a disturbing pattern of behavior. The View hosts leveraging their platform to promote biased narratives with little to no accountability. Supporters of Musk have been quick to point out previous controversies surrounding the show, questioning its credibility and journalistic integrity. Unsurprisingly, calls to cancel the show have resurfaced, with critics accusing it of spreading division and misinformation under the thin veil of entertainment. Supporters argue that Musk's legal action might finally force networks to confront these issues, potentially re-evaluating their editorial standards and focusing on accuracy over drama. But others suggest that canceling the show outright isn't the solution. Instead, they call for stricter regulations, robust fact-checking, and greater accountability measures to ensure talk shows like The View serve their audiences responsibly. Still, the lawsuit has raised significant questions about the show's future. Will this legal firestorm push The View to clean up its act, or will it further entrench the show in controversy? One particularly explosive point in Musk's lawsuit involves a chilling accusation: the claim that the show incited violence. During one broadcast, Whoopi Goldberg allegedly joked about someone potentially tripping Trump. Musk's legal team has labeled this remark as dangerously irresponsible, claiming it could be interpreted as encouraging harm. Goldberg, of course, tried to brush it off later, saying it was nothing more than a lighthearted joke about her cat. But critics aren't buying it. They argue that even if intended as humor, such statements can carry serious consequences when broadcast to millions of viewers. This isn't just a question of poor taste. It's about the immense power and reach of platforms like The View. As this lawsuit unfolds, it forces us to confront bigger issues. Where do we draw the line between entertainment and misinformation? And should media figures face legal consequences for careless remarks that could have far-reaching impacts? The stakes are high, not just for Elon Musk and The View, but for the media landscape as a whole. Will this lawsuit mark the beginning of a new era of accountability, or will it simply be another headline in the never-ending cycle of media controversy? One thing's for sure, this battle is far from over.
Okay, I need to clean something up because my cat lays in wait for me on my stairs all the time. That's what I was thinking of that. I wasn't trying to indicate that they were actually standing there with their legs out, hoping he would trip.
Elon Musk's supporters aren't holding back, emphasizing a critical point: the normalization of violent rhetoric, especially in today's politically charged climate, is downright dangerous. They argue that media personalities like Whoopi Goldberg wield significant influence over public opinion and should choose their words with far more care. Critics, however, see things differently. They claim Musk's lawsuit stretches the interpretation of Goldberg's remarks, raising concerns about suppressing satire and infringing on free speech. But here's the question: where do we draw the line between humor and recklessness? Regardless of Goldberg's intent, her comments have reignited a fierce debate about the boundaries of humor and political commentary in mainstream media. This lawsuit could be a game changer, a test case for defining these murky boundaries. Depending on its outcome, it may set the tone for how claims of incitement are judged in both legal courts and the court of public opinion. But Musk's lawsuit isn't just about a single comment. It's put a glaring spotlight on what many see as rampant media bias, particularly in liberal outlets like ABC. Critics accuse ABC and shows like The View of pushing narratives tailored to specific political leanings, often at the expense of facts. This isn't just about opinions, it's about trust, or the lack of it. Media bias doesn't just undermine credibility, it fuels misinformation, deepens division, and ultimately erodes democracy itself. Musk's supporters see his lawsuit as a necessary intervention to hold media accountable, demanding higher standards in journalism. Of course, there's another side to this coin. Critics worry that lawsuits like Musk's could stifle freedom of speech, creating a chilling effect on political commentary and satire. But let's be real. If the cost of free speech is reckless reporting that divides the public, isn't it time we ask for better? And the hypocrisy? Oh, it's palpable. Critics of The View have dug up past clips of Whoopi Goldberg singing a very different tune about Donald Trump. In one clip, she's seen praising Trump, even calling him a friend. Fast forward to today, and her sharp negative comments couldn't be more of a contrast. So, what's the deal, Whoopi? Is it integrity or convenience? Musk's lawsuit doesn't just expose The View, it's a reflection of the growing mistrust in traditional media. People are tired of being spoon-fed biased narratives disguised as journalism. Whether this lawsuit leads to censorship or much-needed reform remains to be seen. But one thing's clear: the demand for accountability and balanced reporting has never been louder. As this legal showdown unfolds, it's raising questions that every media outlet, journalist, and viewer should be asking. How do we balance free speech with responsibility? Can satire ever go too far? And most importantly, when will the media finally prioritize truth over ratings? Stay tuned, because this isn't just a lawsuit, it's a battle for the soul of modern journalism.
She put me in the movies, right? A long time ago. And how much did I judge? Nothing.
Like they say in the
It was a freebie. Whoopi, I love you. I'm telling you.
And they're trying to humanize them and change your idea about who this guy is. Don't fall for that.
Trump, you're talking about.
Despite the tension, the conversation ended with both comedians laughing. This shift in Whoopi Goldberg's attitude, captured in past clips, is a glaring example of what Musk's supporters see as media inconsistency and opportunism. They argue that these changing narratives expose The View's tendency to prioritize sensationalism over authenticity. For Musk's fans, this hypocrisy isn't just frustrating, it's evidence of a deeper issue with how mainstream media operates. Critics, of course, have their rebuttal. They claim that people's opinions naturally evolve over time, dismissing these examples as irrelevant. But let's be honest, when someone like Goldberg flip-flops so drastically, it raises valid questions about her credibility and the integrity of the platform she represents. These resurfaced clips have only added fuel to an already blazing controversy, prompting even greater scrutiny of Goldberg's statements and actions. For Musk's supporters, this is all the more reason to demand accountability. They see his lawsuit as a crucial step toward holding the media responsible for spreading misinformation and defamatory content. On the other hand, opponents of Musk's legal action warn of the potential dangers. They fear the lawsuit could set a chilling precedent, discouraging open dialogue, criticism, and even satire. But Musk's supporters aren't buying it. They argue that accountability is not only necessary, it's overdue. Without it, false narratives will continue to thrive, and public figures will remain easy targets for character assassination. Regardless of the outcome, one thing is clear: this case has intensified the call for media reform. It's highlighted the urgent need for higher standards in public discourse and ethical journalism. If successful, Musk's lawsuit could force networks and shows like The View to rethink how they handle controversial topics, emphasizing fairness and accuracy over shock value. So, what do you think? Is Elon Musk's lawsuit a much-needed strike against misinformation? Or is it a dangerous attempt to silence free speech? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned! We've got more on this explosive story coming your way.